Yeah, Indiana, they were not much of an offensive pain in the ass to Boston the other night, Joe. They actually recorded their second worst field goal shooting percentage of the season,
Huh.
41.3 from the field, and their worst three-point percentage, the lowest they've shot all season long in any game, only 19% from three. Tyrese Haliburton talked about it a little bit. Um, it's the standard quote, right? We had a lot of looks, open looks. We just didn't make them. We'll go back and watch. Boston's a good defensive team, blah, blah, blah. But they are the seventh best three-point shooting team in the NBA. So you wouldn't expect 19% to hold up here tonight, especially without Tatum defensively. And for Boston, it's been back-to-back games, believe it or not, where they have held an opponent under 20% from three. They're good. They're not that good. On the season, they give up 35%. So to have two games back to back holding teams to less than 20, and those two teams being Utah and Indiana, you would think that there's a little bit of a bounce back or regression to positive 3-point shooting here for Indiana, who may expect Bruce Brown back here tonight. That helps
Mm.
defensively for them. They didn't have him last game. I think without Tatum, you wonder if Indiana can't tempo Boston here in this game. Tatum, obviously, a very quick up and down the floor four. Now you have Horford and Porzingis as your front line, a little bit slower. Maybe the Pacers get out a little bit quicker and ahead of Boston offensively. I think that could help. When Boston did lose, because they've won 2 out of 3 against this team, the only time they did lose, they were shorthanded. In that particular game, they lost here in Indiana, but Porzingis didn't go. So they're even more severely shorthanded here without Tatum. The Pacers had been playing great. Like you mentioned, they were 6-0 against the spread last 6 games until the other night. So it's not like they've fallen off a cliff here just by losing one game. They're 15-7 against the spread this season with a day of rest. That makes me believe they'll play well here. I just think +3 at home. This is probably the next step for Indiana. They've conquered Milwaukee. Boston and Milwaukee are the two teams expected to be the best in the East this year. They're down 2-1 in the season series to Boston. I expect to get a full 48 minutes of focus and motivation here. So again, when you play the Pacers, you're playing them to outscore people, and I think they could possibly outscore Boston here tonight. So I'll take the +3.